Hope you've had a fantastic Easter break. I'm going to be doing the English videos to help you with your English work. So we'll get started. We're going to do a setting description this week. Each day I'm going to teach you a new skill that's going to build up to a final writing piece on the Friday. Now I'm just going to share with you my smartboard. So in guided read, Mr. O'Brien is going to be reading Peter Pan to you, so I thought I'd base the English on that. So we are going to look at a setting description. This is a setting from the book. It's called Neverland. You can see the characters in the picture. Please ignore the characters. We're not describing the characters of what they're doing. We're just purely focusing on the setting of Neverland. Now, there's lots going on in this picture. And what we're going to look at today is using adjectives and adverbs to describe the picture. Now remember, adjectives describe the nouns and adverbs describe the verbs. We have done these before, so you should be okay with it. Now, this is quite a positive atmosphere, so it's a happy place. There's lots going on. The sun is shining. There's loads of beautiful, bright coloured flowers. So remember, when you're picking your adjectives and adverbs, for them to be positive so that they create a positive atmosphere. So what I've done for you is I've labelled some of the nouns that we can see in the picture. So the weather, the ships, the trees, the flowers, the sea, the waterfall, and the mountains. And we're going to come up with some adjectives to describe these nouns. Now you're probably going to need a paper and a pen to write down your adjectives and keep them because you're going to need them for this lesson, but also for the lessons throughout the week and for your writing on Friday. So I've come up with some adjectives to describe some of the nouns. So I've written glistening sun, multicoloured rainbow, colossal mountains, pointy mountains, mesmerising waterfall, calm sea, turquoise sea, and then I haven't written any for trees, flowers or ships. So what I'd like you to do in a bit is for you can copy the words that I've written down, but I'd also like you to come up with your own ones for it. You've probably got better ideas than me anyway, and you also need to describe the trees, the flowers and the ships using adjectives. Now, if you think that that's going to be a bit tricky for you, what you can actually do is use my thesaurus. So I'm going to just try and show you this now. 2 seconds. So if you type into Google online thesaurus, it will come up with this, and any word you think of. For example, if you want to describe the sun as bright, but you want to think of a better word, you could type bright in, and then it will give you other alternative words that are highlighted in orange. Seconds, this is a bit slow. So then you've got other words for bright, so glistening, dazzling, radiant, luminous. Be careful though, because some of them won't describe necessarily bright, meaning the weather. So here, look, if you look, an adjective for the weather, if you click on that, it'll come up with some words. You don't want to describe bright as in intelligent bright, so be careful which one you choose, but that'll help you with the adjective side of it. And then I'll go back to the slides. Okay, so you can probably stop the video now and write down some adjectives for the different nouns. Once you've done that, we're then going to look at adverbs. So remember, adverbs describe the verb. So for the weather, I'm obviously thinking of the sun, and I'm saying it shone brightly. Remember that adverbs usually end in ly. So I've written shone brightly. I've put for the mountains, it stood firmly. The waterfall cascaded rapidly. So cascaded means it was just falling down. Trees blew gently. The ship sailed calmly. And then I haven't written ones for the other nouns. You'll need to do that and also add your own adverbs to describe what the different nouns are doing. Remember, this is going to be in past tense. That's why I've written cascaded, stood, shone, blew. So for the adverbs, if you're struggling, remember you can turn an adjective into an adverb. So this here, brightly, would have been bright as an adjective, but I've turned it into an adverb by adding ly. So what I'd like you to do now is stop the video and write down some adverbs to describe what the verbs are doing in this. Right, when you've done that, you're going to start writing some sentences using the ideas that you've already come up with. Now, you can either write these down on the paper that you've got first, or you can just write them straight up onto purple mash. I'll show you how to do that in a minute, but I just want to show you my examples first. So, I've written the glistening sun shone brightly through the clouds. Now, I haven't just made that up. I've used the ideas from my previous notes. So if we look back on the adjective page, I wrote glistening sun, and then the adverbs I wrote shone brightly. So I've just put those ideas together. The glistening sun shone brightly through the clouds. So I've just added a bit more information by saying where it was. It was shining through the clouds. And I've got the colossal mountains stood firmly behind the ship. Again, I wrote down colossal mountains on my adjectives page, and I wrote stood firmly on the adverb section. So again, I'm just putting those together. The colossal mountain stood firmly, and then I'm saying where, behind the ship. And then the last one that I did, I put the mesmerizing waterfall cascaded rapidly down the mountain. And again, mesmerizing waterfall was from my adjective page. Cascaded rapidly was from my adverb page. And I've just said where it was happening. The mesmerizing waterfalls cascaded rapidly down the mountain. Now, what you're going to do is put your ideas together and do it on purple mash. So when you open your purple mash, in your to-do section, it'll have to write, and then when you open it, this blank page will come up, and this is where you'd write your sentences. So it's just like a normal Word document. So for example, the sun shone brightly through the clouds. Remember to put your capital letters and full stops in, and then you can press enter and go down and onto the next line to do the next sentence. What I'd really like you to do is try and do at least 6 sentences, and try and do one for each of the nouns with a mixture of the adjectives and the adverbs, and then you'll have to save it. Now, I think if you press this back button, it'll say, do you want to exit? You press OK, and then it'll say, do you want to exit and save? And you press OK. I can't show you on mine because it's a little bit different to your one, but please remember to exit and save, and then press the hand in button so that it sends it to your teacher to mark. You can leave a little comment for your teacher, telling them what you struggled with or what you found quite easy. But remember, today we are just writing sentences about the nouns using adjectives and adverbs. Please keep the notes you've made throughout this lesson on your paper, because you're going to need them to help you through the rest of the week and the rest of the lesson, and you won't be able to access these sentences that you've written on this Word document again. So that's why it's important that you have your ideas written down on the paper as well. Now, I hope that that makes sense. I'm sure you're going to do a fantastic job. So, good luck with that, and let us know with anything that you struggle with. Okay, bye.